The Young and the Restless continues to deliver drama surrounding the complex relationships and power struggles in Genoa City. With the latest developments involving Kyle Abbott, Chance Chancellor, Lily Winters, Billy Abbott, and Victor Newman, the story becomes even more intense and full of surprises. Kyle Abbott, who has always been known as a calm but decisive businessman, is facing a difficult decision. Claire Grace, a loyal companion and a devoted member of the Abbott family, is facing the risk of losing her job. In a conversation that Claire may have sensed, Kyle decides to confront her. As Claire prepares to leave the Abbott home, Kyle stops her, his voice low but no less serious. Behind this decision are not only Kyle's personal thoughts but also the strong influence of Victor Newman. Victor, who always had his own plans, once asked Kyle to find a replacement for Harrison Abbott's nanny, Redding Moonsell. Kyle initially refused because he was worried that too many changes would negatively affect Harrison, but Victor's pressure was too great to ignore. Victor, an ambitious man who would not hesitate to use any means to achieve his goals, finally got what he wanted. Although Kyle knew that firing Claire was not an easy decision, he was forced to do it. Claire, despite being a good girl, would certainly not accept being controlled by anyone, including Victor. She knew that Victor could be behind everything, and this made her even more upset. Meanwhile, Chance Chancellor, who had a promising career in the police force in Genoa City, was at a crucial crossroads in his life. After being hired by Jill Abbott to join the family business, Chance spent a lot of time observing and reflecting on how things were going at the company. He was not satisfied with what he saw. The decisions and actions of the leaders, especially Billy Abbott, made him worried about the future of the company. Chance, being cautious by nature, knew that he needed to act cautiously. In a sincere conversation with Billy, Chance expressed his concerns. However, instead of facing and resolving the issues Chance raised, Billy seemed to be ready to give up. Chance, in his honesty, admitted that he was still undecided about whether to continue with the company. Chance's concerns stemmed not only from Billy's management style but also from the fact that he felt he was being drawn into a power play that he did not really want to be a part of. The question is whether Billy will recognize Chance's concerns and act to address them, or will he continue to eliminate others as he did with Lily? After firing Lily, Billy will likely continue to fire others to consolidate his power. This makes other employees in the company question, is this really Team Billy, or is it all just a setup with pink slips of paper? Lily Winters, after being fired from the company by Billy, did not accept defeat easily. She, with determination and high self-esteem, decided to fight back. Lily had warned Billy that she would not stand still if pushed to the limit. To carry out her plan, Lily decided to ask for help from Victor Newman, one of the most powerful men in Genoa City. Lily knew that Victor was not an easy person to work with, but she also understood that only Victor's power could help her destroy Billy. In a dramatic preview clip, Lily meets Victor and asks him directly to help her take down Billy. It's a bold move for Lily, and it raises the big question, will Lily regret her alliance with Victor? Meanwhile, Billy, who has always been confident in his ability to control any situation, may regret what he did when faced with Lily and Victor's alliance. Billy has always been a controlling person, but in this situation, will he still be able to keep the initiative? Back to Kyle. The decision to fire Claire is not only a turning point in their relationship, but it could also be a sign of bigger changes at the Abbott household. Victor has become deeply involved in Kyle's life, and this could have unintended consequences. Claire, being smart and sophisticated, may find a way to fight back against her unfair dismissal, especially when she learns that Victor is behind it all. Continues to be a world where intrigue, scheming, and complex emotions intertwine, creating a dramatic picture of the lives of the powerful families in Genoa City. In the current context, Kyle Abbott, Chance Chancellor, Lily Winters, and Billy Abbott are all faced with difficult decisions that could change their lives forever. Kyle Abbott has always been known as a young, ambitious man, and is not afraid to make bold decisions when necessary. However, having to fire Claire Grace, who has been very attached to the Abbott family, is a big challenge for him. Claire is more than just a normal maid. She has become an important part of Harrison Abbott's life and the Abbott family in general. When Kyle confronts Claire, the decision to fire her is not an easy one. The conversation between Kyle and Claire takes place in a tense atmosphere. Claire, with a sad look in her eyes but still holding her pride, had known this day would come. As she prepared to leave the Abbott house, Kyle stopped her. "We need to talk," Kyle said, his voice calm but not without tension. Kyle knew that he couldn't let Claire go without explaining everything clearly. Kyle explained that the decision wasn't entirely his, but the result of pressure from Victor Newman, who always had his own agenda when it came to interfering in other people's lives. Victor had asked Kyle to change Harrison's nanny, concerned that keeping Claire could negatively affect the child. Kyle had initially resisted the idea, knowing that such a drastic change in Harrison's life could have negative effects. But in the end, Victor's pressure was too great to ignore, and Kyle was forced to give in. Claire, though understanding Kyle's situation, still couldn't accept being fired unfairly. She knows that Victor Newman is behind this decision, and this makes her even more upset. Claire is not someone who is easily subdued. She is a strong and independent woman, and she will not let anyone, not even Victor Newman, control her life. Claire decides that she will not leave quietly, and may find a way to fight back against this injustice. Meanwhile, in another development, Chance Chancellor is also at a crucial turning point in his career. Chance, who was once a talented and promising police officer in Genoa City, decided to leave that job to join the Abbott family company after being recruited by Jill Abbott. However, from the moment he stepped into this new job, Chance sensed signs of unrest. He was not satisfied with the way things were going at the company, especially under the leadership of Billy Abbott. Chance, with his cautious and honest nature, knew that he needed to act carefully. He spent a lot of time observing, analyzing the situation, and considering his next steps. In a heartfelt conversation with Billy, Chance expressed his concerns about what was going on at the company. He did not want to be a part of decisions that he felt were wrong. But instead of addressing these concerns, Billy seemed to be ready to give up. Billy, with his confident and sometimes cocky style, did not fully listen to Chance's concerns. The conversation between Chance and Billy further clarified the differences in their perspectives. Billy, with his strong and decisive personality, believed that he was doing what was best for the company. However, he also felt insecure about the resistance of those around him, especially Chance. When Chance admitted that he was still undecided about whether to continue with the company, Billy saw this as a sign of his lack of determination. Chance was struggling with himself. He knows that resigning is not an easy decision, especially when it comes to honor and loyalty to the Abbott family. He does not want to be a part of what he feels is wrong, but he also does not want to hurt the people he cares about. This is a complicated internal struggle that Chance faces, and he knows that his decision will greatly affect his future in Genoa City. Meanwhile, Lily Winters, after being fired from the company by Billy, does not accept defeat easily. She, with determination and high self-esteem, decides to fight back. Lily had warned Billy that she would not stand still if pushed to the limit. To carry out her plan, Lily decides to ask for help from Victor Newman, one of the most powerful men in Genoa City. Lily knows that Victor is not someone who is easy to cooperate with, but she also understands that only Victor's power can help her destroy Billy. Subscribe to Yonder for the latest news.